This is Grimm's Fairy Tales, published by the Easton Press in 1980. This book is bound in this nice dark blue leather, and unlike many other Easton Press books from this time, this book is bound in, I believe, pigskin or goatskin leather. I don't know which one in particular, but if you have a close look at it, you can see that the grain has that very tight, fine, sort of dotted style, if that makes sense. It has a very tight, neat pattern to it, and that's indicative of pigskin or goatskin. I'm not sure which. So it's a different type of leather. It's definitely smoother than other Easton Press leather. Whether it's higher quality or worse quality, I'm not too sure. On the front cover here, we have this gold embossed design. And I do believe that it's quite deep in the leather there, although maybe not as deep as some of the cowhide books. This does appear to be a bit of a thinner layer of leather on the cover. On the spine, a similar design as the front cover with these gold stamped blocks with the title and the Easton Press logo down here at the bottom, and of course these fake spine hubs. The back cover here has a few little marks on it, but it is the exact same as the front cover. The page edges are all gilded. It's quite a nice job. Pretty standard for all Easton Press books though. On the inside here, we have these nice copper orange end papers, which are made of this silk moire, which is pretty thick. And of course, there is an amber colored silk bookmark. Kind of matches the end papers, but it's a bit of a brighter yellow. Here is the title page. We have this nice design around the outside, and then we have the frontispiece, which is a portrait of the Grimm brothers. And this was selected and edited, well, the tales were selected and edited by Louis and Bryna Untermeyer, with a foreword by Louis Untermeyer, and illustrated by Lucille Corcos. Those are some difficult names. As you can see, this book is printed on the acid-free paper, so this is around the time where Easton Press switched to the acid-free paper that stays nice and crispy and white, basically forever, so it won't yellow at all. And this is a copy of the Limited Editions Club version. So these are not original illustrations specifically for this book. They were taken from the Limited Editions Club. There's a publisher's preface, a foreword, here's the table of contents of all of the tales included in this book. Here's the beginning of the first tale, which is the Frog Prince. There's a little monocolor illustration right there in this nice dark green. It seems like the illustrations are not too common in this book, and they're also pretty small. Here's another monocolor illustration in this dark brown in the Six Wands. I imagine that each tale probably has one little drawing with it. Or most tales have one little drawing with them. I guess the Raven here did not have any. There's another green drawing. There's a fox. Here's a bit of a bigger one. I'm not going to stomp on all of them because not all of them are too impressive. There's a few interesting ones, although they are all quite simple. There's no full page ones or multicolor illustrations. I guess that they match the theme of the book quite well. Just little bits of flavor throughout the book rather than huge full page illustrations for a select few tales. So most of them get a little something. Not all of them, though. Ooh, this one's quite nice, and this dark blue, much more detailed than the others. That one as well. Looks like Rapunzel got a higher priority for the illustrations. But overall, there's not too many in this book. The text is alright. It's a little small for Easton Press books. As you can see, the margins are quite large on the edges of the page. I'm not sure why they did that. They might have copied the page contents of the limited editions club version or Heritage Press version, but all they did was put it onto this larger page without reformatting the margins. So it's a bit of a shame that the formatting is not the best in this book. And as you can see, the titles of the different tales are also not impressive. They're just a few font sizes bigger than the text itself and very plain. And of course, at the back, we have the same copper end papers as at the front. That's all for this book. It's a pretty decent quality Easton Press book, pretty average, and it does use that different type of leather, which some people like because it's a bit smoother, and some people don't like because they think that it's lower quality. Overall, it's pretty average. The contents of the book are not very impressive. They definitely could be better, but that's all for the Grimm's Fairy Tales. Thank you very much.